the tie on the Oprah show before, I'll tell you. Having a lot of fun with New York real estate. It's been an amazing time. Let's go get the world. Come on.
How well do you know Donald Trump? The man whose name has become synonymous with business acumen and controversy. Trump's story is one of resilience and determination, a saga that began with multiple bankruptcies only to culminate in billions. His ventures have spanned real estate, television, and even politics, but his prowess as a businessman has defined his legacy. Despite facing financial ruin, Trump managed to rebuild his empire from the ground up, proving that in the world of business, failure can be the stepping stone to success. So stay tuned as we delve into the roller coaster life of Donald Trump, the businessman. Donald Trump is a famous businessman and former president of the United States. But how did he start his career in real estate? Trump's early career began at his father's company, Trump Management, which he later renamed the Trump Organization. He joined the company in 1968 after graduating from the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School of Finance and Commerce. Trump's first projects involved developing apartments for the middle class in New York City's outer boroughs, such as Queens and Brooklyn. He learned the business from his father, Fred, a successful real estate developer. Trump also invested in Philadelphia real estate while he was still in college. In the late 1970s, Trump moved to Manhattan and began to build his reputation as a high-profile developer. He acquired and renovated the Grand Hyatt New York Hotel, which opened in 1980, and Trump Tower, a luxury high-rise that opened in 1983. He also expanded his business to other cities and countries such as Atlantic City, Palm Beach, and Scotland. Trump's early career was not without challenges and controversies. He faced public criticism and scandal for his business practices, such as using tax breaks, suing competitors, and dealing with mobsters.
I sort of love and hate him at the same time. I mean, I think he has, a monumental ego.
He comes off as being very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Arrogant?
Yeah, he's arrogant.
I like him.
He also experienced financial difficulties and bankruptcies in some of his ventures, especially his casino businesses. Trump attempted to turn around the troubled Swifton Village apartment complex. Trump working in his dad's business gave him all the leverage he needed to succeed because he had guidance and room to make mistakes. What do you think about this? Let us know in the comment. Hold on, before we continue, welcome to Wealth Circle, your gateway to financial clarity. Dive into the secrets behind the wealthy, grasp money's dynamics, and take your first steps towards a rewarding side income. Kindly subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to discover, learn, and prosper with us. Donald Trump is not only a businessman and a former president, but also a celebrity and a media personality. How did he become so famous and influential? Well, Trump's rise to prominence was largely due to his successful and controversial real estate deals in Manhattan, the heart of New York City. So in the late 1970s, when Trump moved from the outer boroughs of New York to the city's center, he began to acquire and renovate prestigious properties. He also built Trump Tower, a luxury high-rise that opened in 1983 and became his personal residence and headquarters. Trump's real estate projects in Manhattan attracted a lot of attention and publicity, both positive and negative. He was praised for his vision and ambition, but also criticized for his business practices and conflicts with rivals, regulators, and critics. He also faced financial difficulties and bankruptcies in some of his ventures, especially his casino businesses. Trump used his fame and fortune to expand his brand and influence in other fields, such as entertainment, politics, and sports. He owned several golf courses and clubs worldwide, where he often played with celebrities and world leaders. Trump has built a brand around his name, synonymous with luxury and success. This brand is then licensed to various real estate projects worldwide, earning his companies significant revenue. In 2014, Trump claimed a net worth of $8.7 billion, $3.3 billion of which came from real estate deals, brand and branded developments. Donald Trump claims to have a lot of wealth and success, and yes, he has many of them. However, not all of his business ventures have been successful. In fact, he has had many failures and bankruptcies in his career. What are some of his most notable failures? The New Jersey Generals and Trump University. Two ventures that had quite the journey. Trump University would be the one promising to teach everyone the secret to becoming the life of the party. But when it comes to time to deliver, it turns out his advice is just wear a funny hat. Trump bought an airline service in 1988 for $365 million and tried to make it more luxurious. However, the airline did not make enough money to repay the loan and was taken over by creditors in 1992. Let's talk of Trump casinos.
And I do indeed have my eyes on a casino in Windsor. I've spoken with the mayor, Mayor Hurst, and spoken with a number of people, and if we get it, we'll do a beautiful job. There won't be anything to compete with it. It will be a beautiful job.
Trump owned 3 casinos in Atlantic City, which he said were the best in the business. However, the casinos faced much competition and debt and filed for bankruptcy 4 times between 1991 and 2014. What about the Trump magazine?
I think we have the all-time record in the history of Time magazine.
Trump started a magazine in 2007 that was supposed to reflect his lifestyle and brand. However, the magazine did not attract enough readers and advertisers and stopped publication in 2009. And Trump steaks?
When it comes to great steaks, I've just raised the stakes. Trump steaks are by far the best tasting, most flavorful beef you've ever had. Truly in a league of their own.
Trump launched a line of steaks in 2007, selling them through the Sharper Image and QVC. However, the steaks were expensive and low quality, and were soon taken off the market. These are a few examples of Trump's failed ventures and show that you may fail several times if you want something big. As Winston Churchill famously stated, success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. So after conquering the real estate space, Donald Trump wanted more than being a real estate mogul and a controversial figure. He wanted to be a star. He wanted to be admired and feared by millions of people. He wanted to be the boss. That's why he agreed to produce and host a reality TV show called The Apprentice in 2004. The show was a hit, attracting millions of viewers who watched Trump fire aspiring entrepreneurs every week. The show made Trump a household name and a cultural icon. It also made him a lot of money, as he earned about $213 million from the show over 14 seasons. The Apprentice also boosted Trump's other businesses, as he used the show to promote his hotels, golf courses, books, and products. He even launched his own brand of vodka, steaks, and water on the show. The show also gave him a platform to express his opinions on politics, celebrities, and current events. Trump did not stop at The Apprentice. He also created a spin-off series called The Celebrity Apprentice, where he hired and fired famous people from various fields. He also made cameo appearances in other reality shows, such as The Nanny, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Suddenly Susan. He even hosted Saturday Night Live twice, once in 2004 and once in 2015. He announced his candidacy for President of the United States. Trump's announcement was met with shock, ridicule, and disbelief by many people, especially the media and the political establishment. He was seen as a joke, a clown, a narcissist, and a danger to democracy. He had no political experience, no clear policy agenda, and no regard for the norms and rules of the political system. He also faced several lawsuits, investigations, and scandals over his personal and business affairs.
And fury, like the world has never seen. But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
But Trump did not care about any of that. He had a simple message that resonated with millions of Americans who felt angry, frustrated, and left behind by the status quo: make America great again. He tapped into the fears and grievances of many voters who felt threatened by immigration, globalization, terrorism, and cultural change. He promised to build a wall on the southern border, renegotiate trade deals, defeat ISIS, and restore law and order. Trump's campaign was unconventional, unpredictable, and unprecedented. He used social media, especially Twitter, to communicate directly with his supporters and dominate the news cycle. He held massive rallies across the country, rousing his fans with his charisma and rhetoric. He faced many controversies and criticisms along the way, but defied the polls and expectations. He won the Republican nomination against 16 other candidates, and then faced Hillary Clinton in the general election. Donald Trump won the 2016 presidential election by securing more than the required 270 electoral votes, even though he lost the popular vote to Hillary Clinton by more than 2.8 million votes. He achieved this by winning 4 key states by very narrow margins: Florida, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, giving him 75 electoral votes. Trump's win was a historic and dramatic event that shocked the world and changed the course of American politics. He defied the polls, pundits, and many people's expectations.
I've just received a call from Secretary Clinton. She congratulated us, it's about us, on our victory. And I congratulated her and her family on a very, very hard-fought campaign. I mean, she fought very hard.
So after he won the 2016 presidential election, he faced questions and criticisms about the potential conflicts of interest between his public role and his private interests. To address these concerns, he announced that he would resign from all management roles within his companies and hand over the control to his sons, Donald Jr. and Eric, who would run the Trump Organization as trustees. However, Trump did not divest from his businesses or put them into a blind trust, as many previous presidents had done. He still retained ownership of his assets and could benefit from their profits. According to his financial disclosures, his businesses generated at least $446.3 million in sales in 2019, with the Trump National Doral Golf Resort in Miami being the most lucrative property. However, in 2020, his businesses suffered a sharp decline in revenue due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which affected the travel and hospitality industry. What do you think about Trump's presidency? Let's know in the comments. Donald Trump's business career has been a roller coaster of ambitious investments, some of which have unfortunately gone bust, leading to several instances of bankruptcy. Despite the setbacks, Trump has shown a remarkable ability to move on from the wreckage each time. This resilience is perhaps one of the most significant lessons from his business journey. Like Trump, Will Smith is also one of the top celebrities with great investments and controversy. Check out our video on this celebrity's investment in AI to learn more.